Hey, hey, into the hey, my illustrious Paswa Snappers. Oh, snappa-lappa ding-dong. Hey, today is your slice of Yogatry. And today we'll be talking about relationships. All sorts of relationships. Good ones, bad ones, ugly ones. Ones that last long. Ones that are just in passing. Quick relationships, long relationships. Everything consists of relationships. Even food. It's a relationship between things that we love and things that we can't even really see or describe. It's just a whole cocktail of things coming together. All of life consists of different relationships. Now the objective is to come up with some sort of symbiotic relationship. Some sort of relationship that works in unison with something. Whether it's, somebody and somebody else, you and your dog, you and your cat, you and somebody at the market. You're buying something from the store and therefore you create this relationship where you give them something and then you also get something in return. This is how relationships in life works. It's a cyclical, everything's a cyclical environment. Okay, that's why we call it the circle of life. If you guys have time, you guys get inspired, you feel the fire, write something about a relationship, something that has a relationship with something. Maybe a plant and the sun. Maybe the cloud on a mountain. Anything, be creative. This is poetry, this is yogatry. Anything goes as long as you write. Relationships. I love you guys so much.
The one you love sits across from you at breakfast. Maybe it's your sister, or your father, or the one who holds you closer than any other person. Between you is the coffee, or your cell phone, or the Atlantic Ocean, or a pillow covered in your mother's tears, or your self-esteem again. He says, calm down. You feel the truth claw its way out of your throat. Pass the butter, you say, used to the part where everyone asks how you are and you say okay and they believe it. Your survivor's guilt makes you apologetic. I talk a lot, sorry. I think too fast, sorry. I count the exits in a room as quickly as I count the exits in a conversation, sorry. You try to control it. But that morning, anxiety ties your lover to the bed and says, let's play. She brings all her friends, the trembling legs, the sweaty palms, the indoor voice, your relationship. You've only officially been awake for 15 minutes and you've already imagined every scenario of things that could go wrong on this day. There are still 20 minutes left until your alarm rings, so you imagine everything that will go wrong tomorrow. Then it rings. When he smiles, the war packs her things and says, I'm leaving. The ceiling isn't inches from your face. The walls stop closing in, and you're back in Paris under that starless sky. You think about kissing him, but the imam walks in, dangling salvation from the tip of his prayer beads, saying things about how God speaks softly and carries a big stick as if his sermons weren't phallic enough already. Then your mom brings eternal damnation into the picture, and the temperature rises. You're not sure if it's you're not sure if it's his eyes or hell. Heaven, hell, and adolescent hormones are picking you apart in that order. You feel like a lie in that red dress, but you kiss him anyway. And for a moment, you can breathe without a ticking time bomb on your oxygen tank. You recognize the irony of a Muslim with a bomb metaphor and pray to God the CIA can't hear your thoughts. The city falls away around you. The night air feels like a summer harvest. The CIA, the imam, and your mother convene in the corner. The Bible starts looking at you funny. You kiss him again and think this must be how the Atlantic feels when she tastes the Pacific on a breath of wind. But fear clamps down on your throat. So he says it first, too soon and too quickly. You listen anyway. Bite down that thing you read somewhere about how those who love first are the first to go. When he looks at you, forget everything. Spend the next eternity making up for not saying it first. Carry him the way the Nile carries Lake Victoria. Hold him the way a traveler hangs on to the North Star. Love him the way the Dead Sea loves Mount Everest, how they envelop the peaks and troves of this planet. Let his best days sink into your worst days into his best, and make home of this. Every rain, every drop of water, every body of land makes you think of him, and you're both from the desert. So you can't help but think you've spent your entire life at his mercy. When he leaves you, it doesn't stop raining. You're left drenched in the desert, something you prayed for, but with nothing to save the water. You start to wonder if the continents ever call for each other on the cold nights, or if Venus ever reaches for Saturn, or if the moon ever wants to come home. I tried to forget you. Sunk all your memories in the river, but the waves keep tossing them back. I want to believe that I'll see you again, but we don't live long where I'm from. Venus is weeping in my arms. The hardest part about watching you leave is that you can. Anxiety ties you to the bed. The war unpacks her things.
Hi there! Kumusta? This is Beverly Kumla and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another spoken word poetry piece. And nakakatuwa kasi nung nagbasa ako ng comments sa last video upload ko, nakita ko na sobrang familiar pa rin sa inyo yung pyesa at namimiss nyo na nga yung Unspoken Rules ng Adobe Studio. Sa mga hindi nakakaalam, Unspoken Rules is an online hugot series na ginawa ng Adobe Studios, which is a multi-channel network of ABS-CBN, at doon talaga ako nagsimulang magsulat ng mga pyesa. And for today, ang topic ng Unspoken Rule natin ay tungkol sa long-distance relationship. At sobrang daming makaka-relate dito, alam ko, dahil maraming mga tao na nasa ganitong sitwasyon. And yes, sana magustuhan niyo ang piyesang to. Maging tapat ka kahit malayo ka sa kanya. Hindi yung nanlamig ka lang, naghanap ka na agad ng iba. Long distance relationship. Relasyong pagitan ay parang lupa at langit. Dito lang ako. Ikaw, aalis ka. Pero nangako tayo sa isa't isa na tayo lang at wala ng iba. Sabi mo, kaya nating dalawa. Kakayanin dapat nating dalawa. Sa mga unang buwan, oo, kayang-kaya. Pagtilat, pag-unat, sa bawat pagkising sa umaga, ikaw na agad ang hinahanap. Yung boses mo lang, sapat. At sa pag-uwi nating dalawa, di nakakalimutang magkwento ng magagandang balita. Abutin man ng magdamag at inuumaga na walang problema. Oras-oras, iniisip ka. Sa bawat minuto, hinahanap-hanap kita. Sa bawat segundo, ikaw ang gusto kong makasama. Pero sa paglipas ng araw, nagbabago ka na pala. Mamaya na tayo mag-usap. Papasok na ako. Hindi ka naman dating ganito. At habang patuloy na tumatakbo ang relasyong to, yun naman ang dahan-dahang pagbagal ng koneksyon ko sa'yo. Ang dating oras mo na tugma sa oras ko ngayon ay di na magkasundo. At sa muli kong pagsubok na patunugin ang telepono, wala. Walang boses mo. Wala na lang sa'yo. Pagod ka lang siguro. Kaya baka nasa trabaho. Tinatanong ko rin yung sarili ko kung may problema kaya tayo. Bakit parang hindi mo na hinahanap yung presensya ko na para bang pinagdadamot mo na yung oras mo? Bakit ako? Bakit kahit sandamakmak na yung nakatambak na gagawin ko, pinipilit kong tapusin para makapag-usap tayo, ikaw na nga lang yung pahinga ko? Pero bakit parang sa'yo ako pa yung istorbo? Napapaisip, nalilito hanggang sa maliwanagan na ako nang dahil sa nakita kong litrato na kaya ka pala biglaang naglaho ay dahil nasa piling ka na ng ibang tao. Bakit tayo nagkaganito? Kala ko ba tiwala ang kailangan mo? Nagugulo, nabubobo, gusto kong makasigurado kaya hahanapin kita. San man ako dalhin ang mga paa ko, kaya ko. Kakayanin ko. Kayanin ko dapat to. At sa di inaasahang pagkakataon, nakita ko muli ang mukha mo. Pero bakit parehong-pareho ang pakiramdam ng mga panahong iniwan mo ako? Long distance relationship. Relasyong pagitan ay hapdi at sakit. Dito lang ako. Aalis ka. Yung pangako natin sa isa't isa, tinapon mo na pala. Tinitigan mo lang ako na parang di mo na ako kilala, sabay ang paglisan mo nang walang iniwan na kahit anong salita. Naging tapat ka sana kahit malayo tayo sa isa't isa. Hindi yung nanlamig ka lang. Naghanap ka na agad ng iba. And that's it for our spoken word poetry for today. Alam nyo, sobrang hanga ako sa mga taong nakakaya yung ganitong situation kasi honestly, ang hirap-hirap ng ganito kaya saludo ako sa inyo. Pero sana naman guys, sa mga nasa ganitong sitwasyon at kung pakiramdam nyo hindi nyo na kaya, sabihin nyo na lang ng diretso sa taong yun. Kung ayaw nyo na, sabihin nyo na. Huwag na kayong gumawa pa ng ibang bagay na mas makakasakit sa kanya because cheating is really painful and it's wrong. It's totally wrong. Walang sapat na rason at walang tamang rason para gawin yun. So, yun lang. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please click the like button, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. Hanggang sa muli, huwag mong kalimutan, kumapit maniwala, umibigat na migaya. Paalam.
Oh baby, you
Got what I need, but you say he's just a friend.
I said he's just a friend.
So she expects me to believe that they're just dogs for certain. And those X's in his text are what? Harmless flirting. He's calling to hear her voice like 3 times a day, but she doesn't realize what he's trying to say. Is that what she's trying to tell me?
That an X in a text can be the reason why he becomes an X. And next man could call me like 12 times a day, but that wouldn't ever take what we've got away. You see, it's easy to say when you're looking from the outside. And it's his choice to remain an onlooker in the outline. I see him green with envy, staying in the clean and cleanly sidelines.
Lines were crossed when we got so heated we'd broken up via text and she'd open up to a next man. See, the reason I felt burned to the 3rd degree is because to me she was closed off like a murder scene. And he got to see emotions that were blurred to me. Now personally, I'm not trying to see her caged up or cuffed like a prison sentence. I just can't be sure of his intentions. And the way that he reacts when my name is mentioned gives me reason to believe maintaining this friendship act ain't as easy as it seems.
As it seems, he sees seeing someone solely and sincerely as a friend with no second thoughts as something I'm trying to sell but never would have bought. I thought at first it was a problem with us, but like a game in the 6th grade, I'm beginning to think and it's beginning to sink in that it's a problem with trust. But of course, I can never say that to him.
So we usually just dance around the topic when discussing her best friend.
Why have you always got to say best friends like that? You need to explain what your beef is. You seem to hate on him religiously but afraid for having a reason, like you know him, know he's decent, never need drama, know he's peaceful, know his people, know that our friendship will never descend, know that it ends as just a friend. He knows I'm with you. In fact, no one's as sure as he is. And this is becoming tedious. You're becoming hard to please because of a problem I'm assuming is rooted deep in his
insecurities are not something I suffer from. Alright, to you it seems like I'm fretting and focusing on the worst case, but you seem to be forgetting how we started off in the first place. It's only a matter of time before one of you crossed the line. And that statement isn't a comment on his appeal. You're beautiful in every sense and he's noticed. We know this. Do you really think he'd turn you down if you stuck it on him for real? Invited him over saying he's only coming to chill because you broke up with your man and you only wanted to heal. And you wanted to heal with him because his arms are comfort instilled and one thing led to another. You think he'd run for the hills? If he tried a thing, I know you'd say no, but you two are only friends as long as you say so. That's the reason indignation saturates my face. I mean, you're best friends with a man who's trying to take my place.
Babe, are you serious?
Yes.
Then your once faith in us seems to have turned to fear in us, dreams of trust being dear to us. Now you've just made it clear to us that this trust you claim to have in me isn't in me and not even near enough. But then, trust me to believe that you trust me enough to trust me with him.
I can't believe you're going to actually claim you don't see where I'm coming from and practically blame me for this problem. How can you get at me? It's blatant. We started out as friends, then it drastically changed, and the dynamics of your relationship are exactly the same.
Argument you use every single time, and every single time I tell you that you're not right.
How am I not right? Remember that one time you went over to his house?
To chill.
Telling them everything you're mad about.
To heal.
Well, I didn't hear none of that stuff come out your mouth.
For real.
With me, all you ever do is scream and shout. You go to him to work it out.
Isn't that the definition of a friend?
What, a friend you're on the phone with till like 1 a.m.
That was to discuss things between me and you, because at the time I didn't know how to get through to you.
Well, shouldn't I have been made aware that you feel this way? But now you still pillow talk with my man till this day.
Nothing I wouldn't say when you walk in.
Sophia, I'm still talking. But why is he the one you always turn to? Why does he have info on everything that concerns you? Even when we fuss and fight and I'm the one who burns you, you fail to see that this should be sorted out internally. And now we just scream and shout and all of that. You cut me off to call him back, then open up and shut me out, and I'm supposed to be cool with that.
Cool with what, Ricardo? Open your eyes and realise that you're the one that's making it hard, yo. Taking these lies, turning them into lines, blocking your eyes and believing them. When we leave as friends. And friends is 150% where it ends. Yes, we laugh, we joke. But you get annoyed about every little thing we do. We're just two laces from the same shoe whose paths seem to fold to create a tight knot. But you remain my soul. My everything he's not and more. And right now, baby, you're tripping. This is a friendship, it's fun to me. How can you get on to me about enjoying my best friend's company? He understands my emotions like a best friend should. He listens to my problems like a best friend would. Baby, you're tripping. This is all innocent.
How is that different to the way we started?
The difference is he ain't you.
No, I don't want to hear that shit.
Don't.
This isn't going nowhere. So let's just forget it. But we say some stuff we'll both end up regretting. Oh, baby, you got what I need. But you say he's just a friend.
I said he's just a friend.
Good morning. How'd you sleep? I couldn't stop thinking about you.
You're so sweet.
So what did you do last night? Homework? Why couldn't you FaceTime?
Hey, how's your day been?
Better if it was with you. How was school?
Good. I got partnered up with my friend Jake for a bio project.
Who's Jake? Good morning. I love you.
I miss you.
When can I see you?
I'm still grounded.
Can you sneak out? Hey, what are you doing right now? Can you come over?
Sorry, I'm going over to Mila's house.
Is anyone else gonna be there?
Just friends from school.
Like Jake?
I don't know, maybe.
I bet you'll have more fun with him. Hey, are you mad? Why haven't you gotten back to me? Hello? Are you with Jake? Where are you? Why are you ignoring me? Why are you doing this to me? I still have the pills you told me to get rid of. I'm gonna do it.
Hey, I'm so sorry. My phone died. I didn't bring my charger to school. Are you okay? Can you please call me when you get this? Hey, did you get any of my messages? I'm so sorry.
If you're sorry, why don't you send a picture that'll cheer me up?
I'm at dinner with my family.
You can run to the bathroom.
I don't know, maybe later.
Not now. You owe it to me.
I don't think I can
Are you breaking up with me? I can't.
I just don't want to be in this relationship.
You're the only
This
person
is
I
too
care
much
about.
for
I
me.
bet you never
I
even
don't
want to
want
break
this.
up with me. I'll kill
I'm
myself.
sorry, are you there?
You have reached the voicemail box.
Please don't do this. I love you.
There are teenage girls everywhere being taught that this is love. Love is not putting your partner's satisfaction before your own safety. Love is not jealousy dressed as protection. Love is not confusing your body for his midnight snack. Love is not being forced into anything, even when he has you convinced that you want this. I thought my spread legs could heal his broken. I sacrificed my comfort in an attempt to comfort him,
Even after he begged me to get him off in a parking lot.
even after he forced his hand on my skirt in a movie theater, even after I said no. We are taught to swallow our protest in exchange for his apology. When I miss him, I miss only the warmth. I do not think about the burn marks, the mornings I could not keep my breakfast down, mistaking anxiety for butterflies.
In our first 2 months together, I lost 16 pounds to palpitations and weak stomach.
Whenever my phone rings at night, I still think it's his 2 a.m. suicide call.
Every time my phone vibrates, I still lose my appetite.
When my friends ask me why I stayed so long, why I accepted the roses and ignored the thorns, I tell them it is not easy to weed out the roots he planted in me.
I tell them I was so captivated by the house he built for me.
I didn't notice the locked door. I didn't notice I was captive to this garden of guilt. I tell them I tried leaving, but he held a gun to his head, and I feared my escape would have been what pulled the trigger. We are tired of this guilt that must mean girl, the unrecognizable victim.
Fell in love with a warning sign.
If his fist ever meet your face, do not confuse it for sparks flying.
Your body will bloom in bruises.
There is nothing romantic about a bouquet of black eyes. I am tired of holding thorns.
Baby,
Did you never feel the blood between our held hands? Or did you just mistake it for tears of your own? Because of you.
the number you dialed has been changed, disconnected, or is no longer in service. Goodbye.